She was rejected, overlooked, and told she didn't fit. No leading roles, no red carpets, just background shadows. But then, out of nowhere, one decision changed everything. And when it did, she didn't just make history. She broke every rule Hollywood had about who gets to shine. But here's the thing, they almost missed her. What did Steven Spielberg see that no one else did? Why did a single performance shake the industry? And how did Ariana DeBose go from being the bullet in a Broadway chorus to one of the most powerful voices in entertainment? Stay with me, because this story isn't just about talent. It's about defiance, transformation, and a twist that no one saw coming. Ariana didn't grow up in Hollywood. She wasn't born into fame, and no one handed her the keys to success. She was raised in North Carolina by a single mother, a school teacher, and right from the beginning, she didn't exactly fit into any box. Half Puerto Rican, part African American, part Italian. Ariana was everything, and yet, to casting directors early on, she was apparently too much of one thing or not enough of another. Imagine being told you're not the right kind of diverse. It sounds wild, but that was her reality. So how did she go from rejection to becoming the first openly queer woman of color to win an Academy Award? Before the Oscar, before the red carpets, she was grinding. You might have caught a glimpse of her on So You Think You Can Dance back in 2009. She didn't win, but what she got instead was something more valuable: a fire. That drive pushed her to the Broadway stage, where she found herself part of the ensemble in Bring It On, the musical. Not the lead, not even close. But she danced like she had something to prove. Because she did. Then came Motown, the musical, and Pippin. Still ensemble, still background, still waiting. And then came Hamilton. That's where things quietly began to shift. Yes, she was an ensemble member there too, but not just any ensemble member. If you saw her on that stage, you knew Ariana didn't fade into the crowd. She moved like lightning and breathed life into every second of choreography. She even earned the nickname The Bullet in Hamilton, symbolizing death throughout the show. Think about that. She played death, and somehow she made it unforgettable. But still, no breakout, no leading roles, no Hollywood spotlight. Yet. What's interesting is how she handled it. Most people would get frustrated. Ariana didn't. She kept showing up, auditioning, pushing, believing, and then, just when it seemed like Hollywood wasn't looking, someone did. Steven Spielberg. Yes, that's Spielberg. He saw something in her that others hadn't. He cast her as Anita in West Side Story, a role that Rita Moreno had made iconic decades before. No pressure, right? Just one of the most legendary roles in musical history. But here's the twist. Ariana didn't try to copy. She transformed it. She gave Anita her own fire, her own edge, her own heartbreak. And that performance? It wasn't just good. It was seismic. She won the Oscar. And when she stood on that stage, gold statue in hand, she didn't just thank her team and walk off. She reminded the world that being openly queer and Afro-Latina wasn't a limitation. It was her strength. And she didn't just make history, she made sure you knew why it mattered. But that's not even the end of the story. Because what Ariana did next surprised a lot of people. She didn't just chase big roles in blockbusters, she started producing. She got involved behind the scenes. She hosted the Tony Awards twice, She started speaking out, not just acting. And with every step, she made it clear. She wasn't going to be put in a box ever again. And yet, here's something most people still don't realize. For all the awards and applause, Ariana has faced constant criticism. From the way she dresses to how she performs on stage. Remember her BAFTA rap? Yeah, that performance went viral, but not because everyone loved it. In fact, a lot of people mocked her for it, called it cringy, called it awkward. But Ariana, she laughed, she leaned in, she turned the moment into a meme and owned it. Because when you've spent your whole career being told no, told you're not enough, you learn how to turn noise into fuel. That's exactly what she's done. She's now not only one of the most exciting performers working today, but she's also a blueprint. A reminder that resilience is more powerful than perfection. That identity isn't something to shrink, it's something to celebrate. So next time you see Ariana DeBose on screen, know this. You're not just watching a performer. You're watching someone who carved her own lane in an industry that didn't know what to do with her at first. Someone who didn't wait for permission to shine. Someone who turned no into an opening act. And if you think her story stops here, just wait. Because the best part about Ariana DeBose, she's just getting started.